told y'all a story about Dwayne Wood. Any Bossier SOPs here remember Dwayne Wood? Dwayne was my man. He was the original North Louisiana trash pull narcotics officer. He loved to pull trash. I don't think he used gloves a lot of times. He was so excited. Dwayne was a guy that you meet. Now, he was well educated. He has an associate's criminal justice degree, but he looks like a guy that Charles Manson would cross the street to get away from him. Got real long hair, mean scowl. I never saw him get off the elevator that anyone had got on there with him. He was always by himself. Anyway, Dwayne always liked me to do his search warrants. He and I sort of hit it off. I always have gotten along with twisted people like Don Smith over here. He and I've always got along. But anyway, I've been in the space age way before my time. I had one of the original cell phones. Any of y'all remember, Brother Owens? You had like a 7-pound bag with a phone in it. Oh man, that was, Star Wars stuff. We're down there at Beans. I met Gene for lunch. The phone rings. Judge Drew, this is Dwayne. Hey man, what's up? I got a warrant for you. I said, man, I'm down here in Bo City eating. I think Judge Campbell's at the courthouse. I said, no, this is one I want you to look at. It's a good one. So Dwayne Woods was a scary-looking guy, but well educated. One of the best officers I've ever met. He went to the Florida Highway Patrol. I heard for a while he's probably selling red wigglers on the beach right now, but he was a great officer. Anyway, we're down there at Beans, and it's noisy, people all crowded and stuff, and the door opens and Dwayne walks in. It was like all the oxygen was sucked out of the place. It was like a malevolent E.F. Hutton. Nobody said anything because this guy walked in. He walks over there to our table. I shake his hand. I said, Dwayne, you remember Gene? Sure, Miss Gene. Gene shook his hand. He sat down. This trained law enforcement officer that I taught several refreshers to, what's the first thing he said to me there when we came to get that warrant signed? Quote, Judge, you gonna eat that? I said, no, I'm not a big slaw man. Dwayne, you go ahead and you can have that. It's not a problem at all. I said, I appreciate that, Judge. You're a hush puppy. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. That's not a problem. And here's some water here to drink. I said, Dwayne, at some point, probably we ought to get to that search warrant deal. He said, oh, yeah, let me let you see this. So he gave it to me. He was steady chomping. And I read it, and he had probable cause. So I said, okay, I think we got it there. All right, Dwayne, real discreetly raise your right hand. I don't want to alarm anybody, but just real discreetly. I said, other right hand, Dwayne. I said, it's probably better if you put the hush puppy down. Yeah, Do you solemnly swear this affidavit you're about to make for me is true and correct, best of your knowledge, if you got it? Yes, sir, I do. I said, okay, we're good to go. You sign here, I sign here, I signed the warrant. Everything was good. The noise volume was up again in the place. He stood up, silence, and he walks out. So Gene, I sat there and sat there and sat there. I hated when I was a district judge to take more than a 2-hour lunch break. I hated that. Kidding. Finally went to the checkout gentleman. I said, sir, our waitress never brought us a ticket. She said, well, your lunch has been paid for. You and your wife's lunch has been paid for. I said, Dwayne Wood? He said, oh, no, not that criminal who just left. I said, no. He said, that lady over there sitting down, there's this lady. Some of y'all will remember Mayberry and Aunt B. This looks like Aunt B's grandmother. Little old blue-haired lady. Let me tell you what, she was old. She was so old, she was probably 10 years younger than I am now. That's how old she was. Anyway, I said, I'm going to take me a victory lap. This lady is one of my fans. I said, maybe we taught her in a notary course. Maybe we had her grandson in an academy. Maybe she likes to do some of the Watusi dancing to my band. Who knows? I went over there and said, ma'am, I understand you paid for my lunch. She said, yes, sir, I certainly did. I said, I really appreciate that, but why did you happen to do that? She said, sir, I saw how kind you and your wife were to that homeless man. You can't make that stuff up. You cannot make that stuff up.